is Patriot Place. EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Buffalo Bills. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. This defense for the Pats, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And with the playoffs ahead, this is how you build momentum because they pitched a shutout last week, and I don't care who you're playing. That's not easy to do at this level, and they're playing their best football at the right time of year.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. after the false start sets up a 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. And incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The completion there by Mac Jones. And Charles, what do you think this defense needs to do to slow down this young rookie from Alabama?
Well, as usual with a rookie, pass rush is big. Put some pressure on him and see if he can handle things in the pocket. But the other one is your defensive backs, linebackers who are covering people, they need to be on the spot because he's extremely accurate with the ball. He doesn't miss very many throws downfield, puts it right on his receivers. You have to be there to stop them at the point of the catch.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for the Patriots.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Harris. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll try to run with Harris, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Back to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, He causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He wants it all for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Allen. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Patriots' defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And the AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again. Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
It's third down and 4 yards to go.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Out of the shotgun, Breida, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On fourth down, on is the former Dolphin Matt Hawk to punt for Buffalo, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Oh, fighting off the defender. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on third. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Johnson now returning.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second down at 7. Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got it to James White. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. And a dump off to White. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now Jones to throw on third down. And that's complete to Swain. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Jones on 1st and 10. Incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Allen now looks to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Buying time to his left. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. By the way, they're into the 2nd half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And the Eagles have extended their lead in that ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 1st down, it's Harris. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
45 yards on the ground for him so far. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Harris going to get it again on second down. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Oh, he stays up. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Now Allen. That's taken in by Knox. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Now a give to Breida. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Allen. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Patriots, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.
He's just getting started.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Coach, we start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Yeah, we'll see what his offense can do. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to wind up with a 1st down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. We're scoreless after 1. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 2nd down at 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the gun, he'll hand this off. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try to run this one in. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. Fights off the defender. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. 129 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little under a minute 50 remaining. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Mike, 55.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down now, but the clock continues to move. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
49 to Mike.
Here's Wilson to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
I can't believe they even let you play.
To throw again is Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now a handoff looking right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
We will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. The game is all tied up. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. As we get set here, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Esiason. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is fielded at the 27. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the left.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain there for the Bills.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Back now in Buffalo. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Bills have broken the tie. Point after, right down the middle. They will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st down, Esiason.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It was Cam Chancellor that time, the big hitting safety who fired in there to blow that play up.
Now Esiason on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer to do. It's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now, you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.